Cada vez hay más pirados en Nueva York.
Hi, it's Jay Tahar. I'm Pedro from Cartelera, Spain. How are you?
Hi, Pedro. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. Well, we don't have much time, so let's talk about Madam Web. The film is set in 2003. What creative opportunities does present setting a superhero movie in a pre-smartphones and pre-social media era?
I think it was liberating in many ways because we didn't have to use smartphones and rely on all that technology. The only one that got the technology was him because he stole it. So he's got that technology that we're about to all have at our fingertips. And I thought that was a really interesting prospect that, you know, gave the audience the opportunity to see life before it. Many of our younger audience, you know, especially our younger cast members were like, what? With the flip phones and things like that. But I suppose ultimately wanted to do was make it feel timeless. It is set in 2003 and I wanted those touches of 2003, but I didn't want it to be so blatant, you know, to have a timeless feel about it. When you're doing a period piece, which it is, weirdly, because it was 20 years ago, it's sort of like everyone thinks that everything has to be from 2003. But, you know, I'm wearing some trousers today that I bought 10 years ago. So, you know, it's like, it's, you know, you kind of like everything isn't always exactly that year. Nobody decorates their house every year, you know, so it's about getting about a timeless layers to it, I guess.
Yeah, well, you play Ezekiel Sims. He's a very tech-based villain, indeed. I was surprised because he's also a very dark villain. Tell me about the construction of the character. Where does that darkness and broodiness come from? Is it just in the script, or does it also come from you, from your understanding of the character?
It comes from the script, first of all, and also from the conversation we had with SJ to find, you know, the right answers and the way we wanted to create Ezekiel for the first time in a movie. And yes, he is dark. He becomes darker and darker over the years because he is blessing his curse at the same time, which, you know, turns his life into a nightmare in a way, because he's seeing his own death every day. And when you study this psychologically wise, it drives you crazy. And you just think about fighting to survive.
Yeah. SJ, you talked before about this, and this is related to your first response. This is a standalone film, and that gave you the freedom to tell the story without having to worry about connections. Do you think connections, cameos, and everything being so interdependent is hurting in some way the superhero genre?
Well, I think in a way what I was excited by was the connections between the characters within the movie and those connections and how they would play out, and to have that sort of gift of the umbrella of kind of a new, unique world, I think was really exciting. And of course, because she has clairvoyance, there's nothing to say that can't, you know, her capabilities and powers for the future doesn't mean that she can't transcend or anything like that. But I think it certainly liberated us from, you know, and the audience as well, from having to do too much homework. You know what I mean? You don't have to see 20 other films to watch this one. You can just go along and enjoy it and not feel that you're out of touch because you haven't seen something.
Well, Tahar, to wrap it up, you get to wear a spider suit in the film. I think this is not a spoiler because it's in the trailers and everything. What did you think? What did you feel when you saw yourself wearing that suit?
Felt like I was 6 years old, like my son, you know. And you feel powerful, strangely, when you wear it for the first time. You feel like a superhero. It helps a lot, you know. It helps a lot. Helps you create more, you know. Believe more in this superhero world, you know.
I think we laughed a lot. I think when you came out in it, we were both laughing and giggling like kids, weren't we? Because I got to see you in it for the first time and you were wearing it for the first time. And it was like one of those, like, you know, it was really exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting, really. And I remember the first time I flew from Paris to LA, and I go to this warehouse and I walk down the hallway and I see all those superhero costumes for other movies, right? And it made me so excited to put on mine. And that very day was, it's printed in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, you never forget the kid you were when you get involved in those type of movies. Yeah.
Well, you look great in the suit. I have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Pedro. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nuestro futuro iba a ser muy distinto. Si queréis vivir, Debéis confiar en mí. ¿Preparadas?